There's no denying that cats can make great companions, but sometimes they do things that leave you scratching your head in total confusion. If you're used to dogs, then cat behaviors and the way they communicate can be very confusing. But it's these unique things that make us love them so much. To help you better understand your elusive feline, here are some cat behaviors explained to figure out why they do the mysterious things that they do. Number 20. Nail biting. There are a few reasons that your pet cat bites their nails. One is simply that they are just giving themselves a manicure and keeping themselves clean. Number 2, they're just anxious with a bad habit. Just like us, humans bite their nails when they get bored or when they're nervous. So do cats. This habit can be hard to break, but try to find the root of the problem to see if it's just a ball of nerves causing your cat to bite its nails. Number 19. The eye of the tiger. This can be creepy at times when your cat just stares you down for so long without blinking or looking at something so intensely. They are probably ready to pounce on their next prey. Cats like to examine their victim to make sure they're prepared to spring and catch something that they have their eyes set on. This can be just for fun or to catch a bug. Either way, it's all just practicing their natural instincts. Number 18. Random sprint. Does your cat run at a super fast speed and bounce off the couch out of nowhere? Don't worry, this is totally normal. Cats can run up to 31 miles per hour. They're just getting their exercise for the day. Most house cats have an extreme amount of energy that gets pent up and needs to be released. If they don't get regular exercise on their own, they might need some more playful attention to avoid random sprints around the house. Number 17. Unladylike sitting. Why do people sit in unladylike positions? Well, because it's comfortable, of course. Same goes for cats when they get sprawled out with their legs open. That means they're simply relaxed, trusting you, and happy. This means that they know they are safe so they can relax. Number 16. Brings you presents. A dead rodent or bug at your feet might not be what you always wanted, but there are lots of theories about why your cat insists on doing this. As a kitten, their mother might have brought them back a dead prey, so that's where they got it from. Paying them more attention when they do this might be encouraging this behavior, so try to ignore it. Maybe they're just being generous or saying thank you for feeding them, or maybe sharing a successful hunt with you. This is them sharing what they caught with you, as if you were part of the real cat family. When cats are able to get more food than they need to eat, they might bring back extra kills to other members of the colony, especially kittens and nursing mothers. So your cat might just think you could use some help having enough to eat. Although this is a gross habit from a human's perspective, don't punish your cat for doing something that is only natural to them, because they don't know any better. Instead, try keeping them indoors, or put a bell on their collar to make it more difficult for them to catch prey. Number 15. Rubbing against you. If you have a pet cat, you've probably noticed how they headbutt you all the time. It's nothing out of the ordinary, it's just their way of greeting you and saying they feel safe and trust you. It's also one of their means of sharing pheromones with you, which leaves their scent and mark. Behaviorists actually call this odd behavior bunting. If your cat doesn't do this, it's nothing to worry about. They just might not be the headbutting type. Number 14. Hissing. Not only does this express fear, but also anger. Most cats will hiss when they feel agitated or they want something to back off. Some cats will hiss when they're afraid of someone or something. A hiss may also happen when they feel threatened by something like a new pet in the house. Just let them calm down and show them everything is okay. Number 13. Needs you. This is when a cat repeatedly presses their paws one after another as if they're giving you a massage. Chances are they're probably just trying to get rid of some anxiety or wants to leave their scent on you. This behavior starts shortly after birth when kittens move their paws against their mothers to stimulate milk flow. If your kitten continues to do this into adulthood, just sit back and enjoy the massage. It's a harmless behavior, but if it gets too out of hand, talk to your vet to see if it's an issue that needs to be addressed. Number 12. Loves small spaces. There are plenty of places your cat can sleep comfortably, such as your bed, a chair, the couch, or a pet bed you bought just for them. So why does it choose to curl up in a tiny space or a cardboard box instead? Well, it's because they love to feel safe and secure. In the wild, felines need to lay low and hide out to survive. So sleeping in the middle of a vast open area would make them an easy target for larger predators. Hiding in a small cave or den makes it more difficult for predators to find them. So this only makes sense that they would do the same inside the house. Next time you see your cat napping in a box or a corner, remember it doesn't want to be bothered. Number 11. Stares at you. Nothing is quite as uncomfortable as having a pair of unblinking eyes staring deep into your eyes. But don't get too creeped out. Your cat isn't trying to control your mind. It's probably just trying to get your attention so you'll give her food or a head massage. If they're not trying to get food out of you, then they probably are just curious and want to know what you're up to. Although it can be creepy, don't worry too much about it. Number 10. Ignores you. If you have a pet cat, you've probably experienced this. One minute your cat's eyes are stuck on you, and the next they couldn't seem to care less about you. Just like humans, cats sometimes need some quiet alone time. When your cat is acting like he needs some me time, just let him have it. He'll be safer with you because he knows you respect him and don't go bothering him when he's not in the mood. By letting your cat have his alone time, you're setting the stage for when he wants to come out for some lap time and cuddles. Number 9. Doesn't cover up their poop. When a cat fails to cover up their waste in the litter box, it could be a clear sign of a behavioral or medical issue. There are many times that it could be a urinary tract infection or injured paw that might make them avoid the litter box. To rule out health problems, take your cat to the vet to make sure everything is A-OK. If it's not medical, then your cat could be leaving their poop uncovered for a variety of reasons. Cats are picky about just about everything, even their litter and what type you're using. Or maybe you don't clean it enough, and they're trying to tell you that they don't want to do their business in a dirty environment. Who knows? Or maybe the box is too small for them. If you have more than one cat in your home, try adding another box so they don't feel smothered. Number 8. Cries at night. If you have a pet cat, I'm sure you can relate to this. All you want is a good night's sleep without interruption, and your cat is just yowling away. This can be really annoying, but your feline's midnight meow sometimes stems from her urge to hunt at home for insects and rodents. Their attempt to capture their prey can lead to cries of frustration if they're not lucky and didn't catch anything. To try and eliminate this behavior, give them some food puzzles and plenty of toys to play with during the day to let them use their energy by doing other things. And hopefully they stay quieter at night. If they are an older cat and are very vocal at night, they might have a serious health problem and should be taken to the vet. Number 7. Chews on plastic and other weird things. If you find your cat chewing on things like plastic, carpeting, dirt, milk jug rings, or wool blankets, they might have a condition called pica. Cats can develop pica for reasons like gastrointestinal disorders, or it can also stem from anxiety. A lot like humans who twirl their hair or bite their nails when they get nervous, cats chew on non-food items as a way to calm their nerves and cope with anxiety. Cats are very jumpy creatures, so it's no surprise to find out they have to do things to calm themselves down. This is a strange cat behavior that you do have to worry about. These objects can mess with their GI tract and gums, so if your cat is anxious, they'll need help with that too. If you have a cat who persistently eats things other than food, you should take them to the vet and get them checked out. Number 6. Ear itation. If you notice your cat's ears twitching back and forth, you should probably slowly step back. This is one way that cats express agitation or anxiety. If their ears are just slightly pointed back, this means they are simply being alert and listening closely to their surroundings. So this behavior actually isn't that strange at all. Number 5. Oh, sorry, were you using that? Laptops, books, magazines, clothes you've just laid out, you name it. Cats love to lay on these things at the same time you're trying to use them. They know that if they plop themselves down on whatever you're paying attention to at that moment, chances are they'll get some affection too. A reason why they lay on laptops is that they like the warmth of the computer. Their ideal temperature is 20 degrees higher than that of humans. You'll also notice if you have a fireplace or portable heater on, they're almost guaranteed to come lay in front of it. They are not only trying to bother you for attention, but they are also leaving their scent on your stuff as a way to claim their territory that you are theirs. Number 4. Knocking things over. It can be annoying and startling when your cat shoves something off the nightstand or pushes over a picture frame, but this is typical cat behavior. They have sensitive paws and like to swat things around to see what happens. This is what they do with their prey as well. They may also do it to get attention, even though you'll most likely be annoyed with them and not want to be around them after that. It's best to ignore this behavior because if you don't, they might think it's okay. But just to be safe, you should put valuable or breakable things out of paw's reach. Number 3. Nibbling on plants. Cats nibble on plants for some different reasons. It may be because their tummy is upset, they are curious, they find it comforting, or once again to seek attention from you. Of course, this can turn into a problem if they chew on harmful types of plants. If you want to have real plants in your home, make sure they are safe for cats. Also, potting soil can contain parasite eggs, so keep your cat away from the soil or get a sterilized soil instead. Number 2. Drinking from the faucet. Some cats like to drink water straight from the sink. They might even jump into the sink and wait for you to turn on the faucet. This behavior might come from their wild cat ancestors. In the wild, it's safer to drink running water rather than sitting water from a pond, that's more likely to have bacteria in it. If you don't mind your cat sipping from the faucet, then you have nothing to worry about. But if they become too needy about it, you can try setting up a pet fountain that runs all the time for them to drink out of so it feels more natural for them. Number 1. Staying up all night. Some cats sleep all day and play all night. This might be because they don't do enough during the day, so they're not sleepy when it comes to bedtime. It can also be something that comes from their ancestors who like to hunt in the dark and take advantage of their excellent eyesight. This behavior is normal, but it can be frustrating to everyone who is trying to sleep. If your cat is too hyper at night, make sure they have enough interactive toys to play with during the day. Giving them a small meal before bed can help make them sleepy as well. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.